I know where I'm going. I've seen it in my future. I know what my destiny is, and it's to be the biggest star in the whole of MMA. I've got the personality. I can fight.
Oh, he's a fire for...
Oh, the big right hand! Oh my goodness, yeah! On the ropes! Oh! The Paddy Pimblett!
Flying knee, the big right hand! Paddy Pimblett! He's done it! Paddy Pimblett!
I'll take a shot off anyone. No one's knocking me out. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out.
Drive it, and there's the flying triangle. He's got the angle. He's got the extension.
And there's the submission! Paddy the Paddy is back!
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you are doing well. In today's edition, the fighter we will be looking at is the rising MMA superstar from the UK, Paddy Pimblett. Pimblett is recognized by many as a superstar who is bound to be a huge thing in mixed martial arts. Hailing from Liverpool, the lad has made himself a top-notch martial artist in a very short period. He is currently competing in the lightweight division of the UFC and has made a very impressive start to his UFC career. So we will be looking at the Paddy's lifestyle, net worth, and the factors that add to his stardom amongst fans in the MMA community. So let's start our countdown with
Number 5, Career.
Paddy Pimblett made his MMA debut by joining the Cage Warriors promotion in the UK. He made a very impressive start to his Cage Warriors career by gathering victories over some top fighters. He quickly warmed up to the fans in the MMA community as his performances inside the cage were improving. He went on to become the Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion by defeating Frishay in the first round. He would then defend the featherweight title several times, cementing himself as a top fighter in that division. He also competed at lightweight for a brief period until he was signed by the UFC in 2021. In fact, Pimblett was on the UFC radar for quite some time, especially when he was a star in the Cage Warriors. He made his UFC debut in a fight night event against Vendramini and made a statement by defeating him in the first round of the fight. He continued on with it by defeating Vargas in a fight night event in the UK very recently. Pimblett is also a confident and outspoken personality, especially in his interactions. The MMA community and the UFC reckon that Pimblett is sure to be the next superstar in mixed martial arts from the UK due to his immense stardom.
Very impressive, Paddy the Baddy. What are we saying, Paddy?
You know, it wasn't as clean as I like, but are you not entertained?
He is also seen as the one who is going to have a crack at the higher echelons of the division. The Liverpoolian holds an MMA record of 18-3 and is touted to be the next superstar of the UFC.
Number 4, Net Worth and Sponsorships.
Pimblett has been in the MMA circuit very early in his career. He became a star in Cage Warriors, which led to higher payouts. In the UFC, he has earned a decent amount, and his pay is bound to increase as the more he fights. His net worth in his relatively young career is between $1 and $5 million. Pimblett, in his recent fight against Vargas, he made $12,000 to show and another $12,000 to win, $24,000 in total, and that amount is sure to increase as he progresses in his career. He has the charisma and fan following to be a big earner in the sport. Pimblett is also sponsored by companies such as Apex Fightwear, Slick Gorilla, Barstool, and Arise Media. He also has his own line of merchandise such as the Paddy Wig and others. Apart from that, Pimblett is very active on social media, largely owing to his vibrant and funny personality.
How many grown men would it take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands? One, me. End of. I'll fucking double leg him and elbow his face in for him.
Not to mention, he has a huge fan base in it as well. Pimblett is expected to be among the highest earners in MMA due to his huge stature.
Number 3, Charity Plans.
Pimblett has outlined his desire to help out the communities in some capacity as he makes strides in his UFC career. Pimblett wants to earn a huge amount of money, similar to the wealth Conor McGregor amassed in his career. By doing so, Pimblett believes he will have the resources to end the food crisis in his town and also be involved in other charitable initiatives ahead. I hope I do end up earning as much money as Conor McGregor. Pimblett, after his fight, intends to open a charity foundation of his own, of which he states, "I'm going to give back to my city and sort of been planning on doing this the past few months just to start my own charity. I think after this fight, I'm going to get it done." Pimblett has been a staunch supporter of the Justice for 97, where he is a part of the protest for the Hillsborough disaster. He recently dedicated his victory to the fallen and showed his concern for his town.
Justice for the 97, justice for the 97. 97 justice. For the 97 justice.
Number 2, he and Molly McCann are taking the UFC by storm.
Pimblett and his training camp partner Molly McCann have made triumphant starts to their UFC careers. Both are from the same city and are best friends. Pimblett and McCann both have fought on the same fight card twice in a row, and their support for each other during their fights is quite evident. Both are quite funny and have a very outgoing personality. Pimblett said on fighting on the same card as McCann just spurred me even more to go out there and get the first round finish like I said I was going to do. And then the atmosphere when I walked out, the atmosphere when I won, that's special. Whereas McCann recently said that she and Pimblett intend to change the game of MMA and will create their own legacies by the end of their careers. Their camaraderie is also very refreshing and there to see in their interactions. Both of them have ardent supporters in their town and attract a lot of viewership whenever they are in action. The MMA community view both of them as great fighters in their respective divisions, and the UFC have certainly got themselves a bargain. Now, time for a fun fact.
Fun fact.
For those who don't know, according to Pimblett, Jon Jones is one of the greatest fighters, and he still believes he has the capacity to be a champion once again. He believes that if Jones would go on to win the Heavyweight Championship, he would cement himself as one of the greatest. Now, back at it.
Number 1, Pimblett doesn't feel the need to have a ripped physique.
Pimblett, when he is not fighting, usually gains a lot of weight. This is largely due to his belief that he doesn't need to have a ripped physique to stay in shape. Whereas Pimblett is of the opinion that as long as he is eating, he is guaranteed to be healthy. He says he doesn't miss his abs when he is not fighting, saying, "I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped, and like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I look great, but I'd rather be fat and happy." He also had a few words for those having a dig at his physique, saying that everyone keeps commenting like Paddy the Fatty, and I'm like, yeah, I enjoy being fat. I do. I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped and miserable. But lad, like I'm saying, these people that are in shape, lad, go and enjoy your life. You don't enjoy that. Stop going on like you enjoy living that lifestyle because you're struggling for a cookie though. Even though Pimblett doesn't concern himself with that, he makes sure he is fit enough when his fight approaches. That is largely due to Pimblett's dedication and professionalism to mixed martial arts. Pimblett is on his way to stardom and glory in MMA if he continues in the same vein as his Cage Warriors stint. He is expected by many to be the next superstar of the UFC from Liverpool and will look to carry on in the footsteps of fellow greats such as former middleweight champion Michael Bisping and Darren Till. And finally, after looking at Pimblett's career, his lifestyle, and his personality, his net worth stands in the region of $1 to $5 million, with many believing that he is the next superstar and cash cow of the UFC. And as he continues on this surge, he's sure to become one of the richest fighters in MMA by the end of his career. And by this, we have come to the end of this edition. But before leaving, we would like to know your views on Pimblett's net worth, his career, his lifestyle, and his burgeoning reputation as an MMA fighter. Until next time.